All right, you guys, Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 news video. And today we're going to go over all of the major changes potentially coming in the next update, which will likely include further fixes to aim assist, the missing loadout glitch, the invisibility glitch, and so much more. So to get things started, this information is actually coming from the lead game designer Drunksy, and it was actually compiled by Battlefield Bulletin. I've talked about some of these issues, but this is just a general overview of everything that we should expect in the next update. So to start things off with our first major issue that's getting resolved, and that is players can't jump after reviving a teammate. Potential workaround: press the revive button, interact again, and you should be able to jump again. Next up, players can't ADS after leaving a vehicle. The potential workaround is open and close the in-game weapon customization menu. Moving right along to our next issue that I've not yet covered on this channel is a weird glitch happens where some players can fall under the map and then get popped back up, making them invincible. Moving right along, the sprint animation may cause a bug where players shaking the left hand in a rare form. I wouldn't call this rare because it happens every time you tactical sprint, but either way, that is an issue that they will be resolving. For the next issue, there are some instances where players are not able to leave vehicles when spawning on them. This happens to me all the time. I have to like spam E just to be able to jump out, and even then it's still not responsive. It usually works after a little bit, but it's still really annoying. So for the next issue, there is a visual XP bug with the soft lamb. The game tracks the XP earned but doesn't show up on screen. And then we've got a problem where some players may get stuck in a crouch position after climbing and jumping back from a ladder. That glitch alone is a big reason why I almost entirely avoid ladders. And then we've got the smoke grenade launcher for the SFAR only works at certain occasions, plus collision issues in specific areas. And then there are some instances where ground vehicles, LATV, MC5, and M1A5 fall through the map. There is a known issue where players' names do not show up correctly in the kill feed. There's also a visual bug where a black square appears on the screen while sprinting, and McKay's grappling hook can grapple onto smoke. So it's good to know that McKay is a confirmed Jedi. Next up, we've got an issue with the game mode rush, where sometimes there would be an endless match where the attackers would lose all of their tickets and they would still get reinforcements. Some players can get stuck on the deploy screen while loading up a map, or put on the defending/attacking team for multiple games in a row. I was trying to get my weekly challenge done, and it was so annoying trying to defend and defuse the bomb rather than just having to plant the bomb. So I was able to get the weekly done, but either way, it was super annoying to be defending in every single game of Rush that I played. It was like 10 games in a row. So I'm definitely looking forward to some further updates to that in the future. The next issue is your weapon bullets tend to get blocked because of the trajectory of your teammates, models, and dead bodies on the field. And then of course, we've got the infamous missing loadouts on the deploy screen. This glitch is still not fixed yet. They said they had it fixed in the previous update, but unfortunately that was not the case. The missing loadout bug is still present and it's still super annoying. So hopefully that gets resolved once and for all within the next update. And then as I talked about before, there is an issue where aircraft splash damage against infantry would basically make it so they would freeze in place, or rather it just looks like they rubber banded in place. As I mentioned in my last video, the fix is ready internally and will go live in a future update. So hopefully that means it is indeed the next update. And then we've got a teleport glitch on the manifest map. The fix is ready internally and will go live in a future update as well. There is a flicker issue in the down screen because of the desync between the client and server. They also have a fix coming in the next update. There's some ongoing issues that they will be addressing regarding the plus menu plus the weapon attachments. And then we've got invisible players inside certain vehicles. If you've ever tried to shoot a player inside of the vehicle and it looks like it's empty, but you can still see the red indicator that a player is inside, super annoying, right? Well, that is an issue that will be resolved in the future. Moving right along is another update that they're making to the game. Is according to Battlefield Bulletin, DICE is still working on improving aim assist on consoles. Update 3.1 was an attempt to improve it, but it's not good enough yet. Moving on to another update that's coming to BF 2042, and that is HUD opacity customization. According to Battlefield Bulletin, it is coming in a future update with 24 options to allow granular controls of icons in the world, including the option to make icons invisible while aiming down sights. The next thing that they will be addressing is kind of mixed in the community. A lot of people want it to stay, some people don't want it to be in there, and that is placing C5 on the recon drone is going to be removed in an upcoming update. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm kind of mixed with this as well. In some ways, I really like having to go on a mission with the C5 attached to a drone and then just go on like a stealth mission to blow up a tank. But on the other hand, whenever I do play as a tank and I get killed by a C5 drone on top of a recon drone, it's pretty difficult, almost impossible to counter. So I definitely understand where their head is in terms of wanting to remove it from the game. So the next issue that is going to be fixed within a future update, this is coming from a user on Twitter who tagged Drunksy with a video that said this: "These are the anti-armor grenades, by the way. You can throw them directly at vehicles on low HP and they'll still chase down a jet 600 meters away. To which Florian confirmed, yes, we are aware of that, we're working on a fix. So with all of this being said, when are we getting the next update for Battlefield 2042? As I've mentioned in previous videos, we know that DICE is taking a holiday break. They will not be available during the holiday. They're taking Christmas, and I'm sure they're taking New Year's as well. So give the developers time. We will not be getting an update for BF 2042 though until next year. Now there is a possibility where they do give us a hotfix within the next week or two, but even that is still up in the air. I would not expect any major update or any update at all to release for the game until the developers are back in office. But when could that update actually launch? As you guys know, updates for Battlefield usually happen on Thursdays. It's usually early in the morning on Thursday, so if we go by that same thinking, then the next update might not actually happen until January 6th of 2022, which is a whopping 24 days away. So we're essentially going to go 24 days without another update to the game, which to me sounds pretty scary. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep people's attention for that entire time. Obviously, we know that there's going to be weekly challenges coming to the game, so that should keep things going pretty well. And there's other rumored featured experiences like the Santa versus the Elves, as well as I'm sure more Portal experiences. But what happens if another major glitch happens to BF 2042 that is found during these next 24 days that the developers are not available? That could potentially mean the issue still goes on until they actually get the update out whenever they get back in the office. I'm sure they will have some server admins that will be working during the holidays, so I'm sure the servers will be fine, but I'm just really hoping that nothing game breaking happens. I think we're in a state where they could leave for a few weeks and the game will still be fine, but I guess only time will tell. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up with today's Battlefield 2042 news. If you like this video, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe to my channel with your notifications on, and don't forget to check back tomorrow for another Battlefield 2042 news video.